There's really one good example is we got going on the project and we found we were considerably over budget. And we had contracts written, we were rolling along, and we did our first real budget check, and we're significantly over budget. In the power world or any project world, these kind of realizations can cause projects to be canceled. They can go through years of delay to find additional funding, find a path forward to get to move forward. And the team we had assembled went through that whole process of rescoping, refunding, rewriting contracts in 4 months. And you can't do that because I sit here and tell somebody you have to do it. It has to be a level of cooperation from everybody involved in it to make it go. And there's a real desire among our major partners to make it go forward. And I'm going to go through everybody here as we go forward. Not only is the companies that were involved, there's a significant amount of labor and the economic impact of the area. At peak employment here, we had 250 people employed here on site. I thought I saw a statistic at one point in time it was the largest project in the state last year during peak employment. And so through the workforce we had here, we generated over 1.1 million hours of work here generated on site. I can guarantee between that and the off-site work through engineering companies and vendors, it doubled that. So that's 2 million man hours of effort to get to where we are today. So the individual companies that were involved, it started with, I know Frances spearheaded the permitting, but she was assisted by SLR. They were great in getting this permit. The design was done by Stanley Consultants and Design Alaska here in Fairbank. And then in addition to our engineering partners, we had our vendor partners. The university purchased the major equipment. So we had Wilcox Power Generation Group supplied us with the boiler. The boiler is sort of the center, the heartbeat of the facility, and so they're the center of the universe for that. And their company, Babcock and Wilcox Big USA, supplied the air condenser right over there. And then that boiler can produce all the steam in the world, but if you don't convert that steam to useful product with a turbine generator, and Shinnecoin Machinery supplied our turbine generator set, which I was happy to report started spinning for the first time yesterday. So we have all these pieces and parts out there, but it's sort of like the orchestra and you need a conductor. Well, we hired Haskell Davis joint venture, and they've done precisely that. They've done a masterful job of pulling all these pieces and parts. Hundreds of workers, probably 60 subcontractors on site, orchestrated it and got us to where we are today. And they've been a great partner from the very beginning. And in addition to all these great companies, we had to work to, these companies have to have people that work for them. So there's all the engineers, drafters, designers involved in there. And then of course there's all the craft labor, the boilermakers, the carpenters, electricians, iron workers, insulators, laborers, millwrights, operators, pipe fitters, plumbers, and sheet metal workers. It takes a tremendous variety, and they've all assembled and put their best in to get us a quality product here. And I should like to recognize all of them. So really our hope is for this facility is that we'll never have to make another t-shirt like this.
Thanks, Mike. Usibelli Coal Mine has been interested in this project and interested in supporting the men and women who work hard in the plant and work hard to maintain the quality of life for everyone on campus. And so Usibelli, I don't know if you happened to be walking around earlier and saw this rendering. Usibelli made a gift of $300,000 so that we could put together a break room and wash space for the staff who keep the plant running. They have been a tremendous, you have been a tremendous partner to UAF for many years. And, you know, I think about just projects all across the campus, and it's construction projects, Usibelli Coal Mine, the atrium and the new engineering building was named for Usibelli Coal Mine in recognition of a gift that Usibelli made to that. The three most prestigious awards that we give to faculty each year are supported by the Usibelli Coal Mine Usibelli Foundation. Joe Usibelli Jr., an alum, president of Usibelli Coal Mine, has done so much for us and so much for getting this plant and getting support to the men and women who keep us all warm and well lit. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Chancellor. So, you know, it's obvious that this plant is going to be a customer of our company. But before this plant, we have been a great supporter of the university and will continue to be a great supporter of the university. And beyond the obvious reason that we sell coal to the university, it's interesting to know that of my management team that's here right now, over half of them are graduates of the University of Alaska system. I'm a graduate of the University of Alaska Fairbanks. My father and mother attended the University of Alaska Fairbanks. They met there. I'm a product of that. So the university is very, very close to my family, very close to me. It is such an important part of interior Alaska, it's such an important part of all Alaska. And to be able to give money to the women and men of the heat and power generation plant is something that we felt very compelled to do. They are the people that will keep this plant going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to provide the lifeblood of heat and electricity to this campus, without which the campus could not operate. It couldn't even exist without heat and power. And so the importance of that, the importance of the job to do, and be able to provide some funding to give them a space that they can have a break, a respite from the hours that they work every day is something that we were very glad to support. And thank you, Chilku, thank you, Mike, thank you, Chancellor, for making this a reality. It's a great thing for Fairbanks and a great thing for the university.